It is a gotcha. Yeah.
All the September 17th. Stormwater board order.
Yeah, that's good call. And President McIsaac,
Here.
Vice President Olson.
Here.
Members here.
Consideration of minutes.
Motion that we accept links presented.
Okay. Well, second. Motion and second was approved, signify by saying aye. Same sign. There is. Right, citizen comments.
I didn't allow you that I. It's more specific.
Maybe just one.
Thanks, all right.
Yeah.
Review the claims register. Issues all, motion.
I make a motion to approve claims register.
Second motion.
We have a motion and second for the discussion. All those approved, signify by saying aye. It's the same sign. Motion carries. And board report.
Yeah, Caitlin's working on a few single issues right now. There's the one over on Beechwood Drive and Labs. Then the one on South Musing Street and East Saxon Street and from one proper south, just directly to our east right now. The one on proper south there, that Musing Street one, we're trying to track back because it was clearly hit by telecom. There is cable running right through the center of the pipe, so we know that is for sure the cause of what's sucking in the sediment down there. So we're tracking back full permits, trying to figure out who actually did that. I said we could all but cut it and somebody will show up. Nobody was into that yet, so. We also have brought on Cody Pointer as our utility director. Cody wasn't able to be here because they're short-staffed still, because we're trying to backfill Cody's position because he was already within the sanitary department. But he's been working with us and Mary and her team to get kind of caught up on the projects with Eagle Valley, because he had been on the sanitary side and the stormwater side before. But he has 2 decades of experience in kind of infrastructure and predominantly in sanitary, but a lot of that easily translates over stormwater. Caitlin's doing compliance monitoring on 11 homes in Parkview Village, which is starting to build pretty quickly, the DR Gordon development. 4 Grace Corner, which is getting close to being completely built out, and then the Wawa site. So those are kind of main ones. You see there at the bottom, she has kind of the running project, the totals there for you. I won't read those all out unless you want me to.
So if the town figures out the dry utility who damaged the pipe, would they bill them?
Yeah, we would bill them or go after their insurance. One of the typically, sometimes depending on what the nature is, our insurance has to go after theirs. But we will certainly go after them to pay for it because they border it through the center. So
How big's the pipe?
I'm not sure, have you seen that one? Like, I was thinking it was like a 16-inch pipe or so, not huge, not tiny, but yeah, they hit it dead center, just right through the middle of it, so.
I mean, it had been hard, right, to get through the pipe.
I mean, sometimes with the boring machines, they may not notice, I feel like. They probably got some indication, but. This happens every few years or something, really, we'll find one, track it down, so. When we still owned water utility, Comcast hit a 12-inch main and had created a like 40-foot geyser because they bored right through the center of the whole thing.
On here, I noticed, that have we implemented those? I'm excited about your, mosquito larva pouches. I'm excited to see how those work. Have we implemented those yet?
I don't think they have implemented those yet, because those were, I think, just ordered last month, so they've been doing other treatment, but these kind of time release ones designed for the storm drain inlets are gonna be something new that we'll be trying and implementing in conjunction. We've been working with Hancock County Health Department quite a bit, vector control, mosquito control. So this is about the time of year when you start seeing West Nile pop up, this late season mosquitoes, not typically the big biters in season, so.
Is the Iron Trail development not being monitored?
It is, but that one is wrapped into a contract with Florida Fairness Cipher, because they have all their inspection go on at the same time there, so. Matthew Ellsbury is inspector on site on that, so. And if you want any updates, I can ask Kate to get stuff from that on that, so. And I think they're getting ready to turn over the last little bit of it to the developer.
This is
Yeah. So, we did have the, monthly progress meeting with the, Eagle Valley. And we have,
Sure.
and this is the summary. So last month, this was in your report, and this is, presses. So I wanted to go ahead and bring it to you, but, so the update on the project is good news, they started. So September 2nd was when they actually first started, and they're working on the ditches, kind of doing some grading and things like that. They've been submitting shop drawings to us and from reviewing the materials and things like that. So that's moving right along. They did also provide a schedule. We've been asking for a schedule, and they did provide kind of a conservative schedule that allows them to use most of the time that's allotted, so it would go into May. But they've verbally told us that they want to get finished before the end of the year. So once they're in and getting everything installed, that they want to try to finish early, instead of dragging it out. But if they do finish by the end of the year, they would still have to come back and make sure the grass grows, and there'll be some finishing touches that need to be done kind of in the spring once the grass starts growing. So we were glad to get the schedule, and then the last thing was that Citizens is going to contract with Eagle Valley to relocate the water mains, and that was one thing that we're kind of waiting on. And last we heard that Citizens was still trying to get a permit from IDEM to do that, but we anticipate that that's a simple process to get that permit. And so once that permit's in place, then Eagle Valley is going to start doing the water main relocations before they start doing the work along Mustang, so in the proper north area. So those are the highlights. Did you have any other specific questions about the projects?
What project areas that they started with, you mentioned?
Yes. I'm not sure exactly, but,
I think they were over in Glen Oaks area, where
yes, there was like a dish.
yeah,
that
some of
was-
the ditch work on the Boulevard South and the Boulevard West area where they converge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I thought they had started and I've seen them working last. I don't know if they've moved on since then.
Yeah, and they've not told us where they're gonna move next. We think they may go to Yorkshire. Maybe the next area, so.
Set down in their schedule, you know, the sequencing.
They do not have the, projects built out like that. Um. Yeah, they kind of show them all kind of happening at the same time. So I think that, they're doing ditch work now, so they may jump around to a couples to do the ditch work. And then, come back and do pipe, so they may not go like area by area. From start to finish, right? So,
So do we know how many crews they have allocated to this project?
I'm not sure about that.
Are we able to get a copy of that schedule so we can follow?
Yeah, actually, I do have a copy. I just brought one. And well, if you want to take a look at it. Or
We've passed that one.
Yeah.
yeah, so we just got that, I think today. But, yeah, so you can see they've just, kind of blocked out some timeframes. But as I said, that's a conservative schedule and that we anticipate they're gonna move more quickly.
Okay. Do you mind emailing me a copy? of it?
Sure.
Same here too.
Yeah, of course.
You have all their emails, Mary, and you want to
Or-
send it over to Caitlin?
Yeah, they send it to me. Yeah.
I guess, how do we tell some of these homeowners who work going on in the front yards or backyards that they're gonna be impacted, and we don't know where they're going?
Oh, well, they, in their progress meetings, they'll tell us where they're going next. And so, yeah, I guess as we learn where they're going next, we can keep you in the loop.
Just difficult to understand, I can't lay it out.
Mhm.
We had road work on Derbyshire. This past week, we didn't even know it was happening. We didn't know what it is.
Yeah,
And then they redid the curves or something, but we weren't sure if we were supposed to replace seed. We don't know. I just
Yeah.
heard him out there and I couldn't leave. So I
yeah,
just
I
thought
was
it
gonna
was.
say, I know that was posted on McTown information, but we've
There
talked
was-
about adding door hangers and stuff to.
Well, even
projects,
like
but-
some parts are living in draws. Even
Right.
something at the entrance, people would see it coming down.
Something
They would,
to Notify,
what's
yeah.
going on. Yeah, I don't think any.
Yeah, I can talk to our contractors and staff engineering. I don't think that's terribly difficult. I mean, we do that on some other projects, on some of the larger stuff too, so. But, yeah, generally, historically, the town's posted online, but if you don't look online, then you don't know. So you just come home and it's there, but if you reconstruct it.
But it's mostly empty nesters and
Right.
residents, we have some younger ones that moved in, but they're not gonna go.
Right.
They host each side.
Yeah, typically, if it's like a full reconstruction, people lose access, then we require door-to-door notice, because it's gonna affect people's ability to reach their homes, but. On projects, we normally require them to maintain access, but like a good example on this project is once they. Have to fully close down using when they're doing the Cumberland Proper North project, the largest project, and. Like that's gonna impact people quite a bit, because a lot of people use that road and there's a lot of homes that face that road. Luckily, a lot of the parking's to the rear of those homes, but there's gonna be a lot of impact with that project particularly. So,
I assume there's like an MOT plan.
Yes.
Infos, yeah.
We didn't have to get like a proof from NDOT or anything, but there is a detour route, but we figure that, there is a way to get through the neighborhood that they wouldn't have to take you know, completely around, so. It's in the plan set that you have. What else?
That item permit, I think there's typically a 30-day waiting period,
Mhm.
so in case we didn't know.
Yes. So Casey was trying to connect with them today to find out whether they've submitted that, just so we have a gauge of as to how long until we'll have approval to start moving those water mains, so.
I think it could take up to 90 days.
Yeah, but it's all just relocating existing and we're not extending any water, so, I think that's usually an NOI process, just notification, which is like a 30-day. We don't anticipate the 90-day permit, yeah. But I will, let Casey know that you're all interested in maybe where they're moving next. And for, you know, as we find out about that, maybe to let you all know. So that we're not waiting for the monthly meetings to get updated on that.
And then do you know, I guess my last question would be, if they had to push into May, is that going to obstruct any other projects that would potentially be going on with any other?
Any other public work type
Yeah.
projects, it shouldn't interfere with that, and like our largest projects are sanitary projects, and they don't really interact with these projects, and our road projects are even have anything queued for that time period right now, so.
Any questions? Anything else? Projects?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
This is,
Not this time.
Oh, I'm sorry, can I ask one question?
Of course.
So once the contractor does their work, who do we expect? Is it the town or is it Westler?
Westler has a full-time inspector. Yeah, his name's Lucas, and he does daily field reports when they are working, so.
Stays out there when they're doing work, particularly when they start doing the pipe work, we really did observe the vetting and stuff on that, but typically. We also will have somebody from our utility department and go by and do pipe work and stuff, just keep extra eyes on, so. But and Westler's under contract for our project.
Thank you.
future agenda items.
You guys will have your budget and they're coming up, introduction of that. So we're finalizing kind of the town budget right now, so getting ready to start on the utility budget. We've already done like our projections, estimates and those items, so it's just finalizing the budget to bring to you guys next month for introduction. So I'm hoping to also have Adam Stone here to talk about sustainability projections at that meeting as well. If he's not here, nothing else should ever forward, and we all have our own budget memo summary prepared for you guys.
And we'll be here to do another project update for you.
There's no further business, all in change.
I'll second that motion.
Well, I was asking for a question.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Adjourn the meeting,
Okay,
6:20.
okay, second one.
Second motion.
All right, we have a motion in a second. All those approved, signify by saying aye. All those against. Motion carries the close.
Are you having
What is that?
Well,
What is that? It's a great, beautiful new asphalt for a house, but I didn't.
yeah, it's just a reconstruction. Not for all three services. They did some of the 80 grades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And then it has to be clean and things to be grass. And they put
Yeah,
They put.
exactly.
The grass, on the grass.
That,
But